You look skinny in clothes, but underneath you've got belly fat, man boobs, no muscle and no energy. Now this is known as the skinny fat physique, which is popular within Muslim men this day and age. Now in today's video I'm going to break down what the skinny fat physique is, why it's dangerous. I'm going to give you some steps on how you can permanently fix this and get lean and strong. So make sure you watch this video till the end. Assalamu alaikum, my name is Bilal and I'm an online Muslim fitness coach who have helped hundreds of Muslims drop body fat, build muscle, lead from the front without sacrificing the deen, family and lifestyle. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and you like this video. Now what is the term skinny fat? This is where you look skinny in clothes, but when you take your clothes off or when you look yourself in the mirror, you've got belly fat hanging over your trousers, you've got saggy man boobs, you've got skinny arms, you've got no energy, no confidence, no drive, and this is also a sign of you lacking testosterone. Now this physique is common within people who don't strength train, who are overdone cardio, you overconsume carbohydrates, you do minimal movement throughout the day as well, especially if you're someone who works desk jobs or you work from home and you don't move your body at all. And the common one as well here is your BMI is misleading. So when you do your BMI test, they may tell you that you're within the range and you're healthy, but you don't feel good and you don't look good. And that is because your body composition is not where it needs to be. You've got a high percentage of body fat, you've got a low percentage of muscle tissue, and your testosterone is being converted to estrogen. And now when that's happening, that's costing you your masculinity and manhood as a man, and you start to then portray more feminine traits. And you're probably guilty of this as well. The skinny fat physique is also common where that leads to a high risk of health conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, strokes, which is very common within our community, and you must have a family member within your family who suffers with one of these health conditions as well. And lack of muscle tissue is one of the biggest contributors towards getting diabetes because your metabolism is slow due to low muscle tissue as well, and you also have a weak posture and lack of strength. Now here's how I'm going to tell you how to fix it. Now number one, let's start in with your training. Now rather than focusing on just cardio, you need to incorporate strength training. Now you're probably wondering what's the best training split for yourself. The best one is the one that you can stay consistent with around a lifestyle. Ask yourself how many days you can commit to the gym. Now if you can commit 3 times to the gym, then I'd recommend a 3 times full body split, which is heavily focused on compound movements. If you're someone that can commit to the gym 4 times a week, then I would recommend an upper lower split. But if you're strong on your legs, then I'd recommend a push pull legs and a full body split. And if you're someone who can go to the gym 5 times a week, then I'd recommend a push pull legs upper lower split. Now I wouldn't suggest a 5-day split. I would suggest between the 3 to 4 day split and get good at going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week consistently, along with nailing everything else outside of the gym before even thinking about increasing your volume in training. Now one of the key things when it comes to training is progressive overload and tracking your lifts. A lot of you guys will go to the gym, you'll decide on the day what to train, or let's say suppose you are following a training split, you don't track your lifts, so you don't know what you've lifted the previous week, you don't know what you need to beat every week, and that way that's preventing you from getting stronger in the gym and increasing strength. Again, your body is going to adapt to the intensity of training, and if you are not working towards intensity, then you are not going to be able to progressively overload, you're not going to create that stimulus within your muscles, and therefore you're not going to be able to build muscle and increase your testosterone. Now number 2 is dialing with your protein intake. Unfortunately within South Asian homes we are fully into our carbohydrates, where you've got rice, roti, bread, pasta. It's literally just present, and you guys will dabble into so many carbohydrates and you will consume minimal protein, especially if you are consuming salan and the meat is cooked on the bone. There's not enough protein in there for you to be able to hit your protein goals. Now I would recommend 1.5 grams of protein per kg of body weight, and once you can hit that, then increase your protein to 2 grams of protein per kg of body weight, and divide your protein intake between your meals as well, getting 3 meals, each meal consisting of between 40 to 50 grams of protein. And if you're still lacking protein by the end of the day, then you want to incorporate high protein snacks, whether that's a protein shake, protein yogurt, any high protein snack, whatever you can incorporate within the day to allow you to be able to hit your protein goals. Now number 3 is stop crash dieting. Stop starving yourself or going on 1 to 2 meals a day, because that's just completely ruining your metabolism. If you're skinny fat, I would recommend you being in a deficit of at least 10%. So work out what your maintenance calories are. So let's just say my maintenance calories is 2700. I'm going to deduct this by 10%, and that's going to be a 10% deficit for me to be able to consume. You need to be eating more food for you to be able to build muscle and get leaner at the same time. Otherwise, you are not going to build muscle eating below 2000 calories. Just remember, calories is energy, and if you're training hard in the gym, again, you will need to progressively overload into the gym, and you need to be able to get your energy from your food and from your recovery. So work out your maintenance, minus it by 10%, start tracking your foods, and make sure you're dialing in with that food every single day. Don't be that typical person where one day you'll hit your calorie goal, and then another day you'll undereat, and then another day you overeat. Try and be consistent with your calories at least 6 out of 7 days of the week. Now the next one is steps. Steps is an absolute game changer. Aim to get in between at least 8 to 10k steps per day, and this is also going to improve insulin sensitivity, and it's going to also be able to help you drop body fat. The best thing about steps is that you're going to be burning calories without feeling hungry, so you're not going to be able to indulge into snacks, into sugar, into chocolate. If I was to pick two things for fat loss, it would be sleep and it would be steps. Dial in with your steps. The best time to go for a walk is first thing in the morning before your first meal, and lastly after your last meal. Literally go for another 20 to 30 minute walk. And the best hack as well, which will help you dial in with your steps, is number one, get a watch as I am wearing right now, and number two is walk to the mosque. Literally from namazes I will walk to the mosque and back along with going for a walk. I've already hit 10k 11k steps. That's the best way of you dialing in with your steps. Now lastly is track your progress. Take weekly photos and weekly weigh-ins to see where you're heading with your physique, and make sure when you're taking these photos there's good lighting as well. Choose a day of the week where you can be consistent with, ideally on a day off. Wake up first thing in the morning, and after you've been to the toilet, weigh yourself on an empty stomach and take some progress photos front, side and back, and just literally log these somewhere in your phone and be consistent with this every week so you can track your weight and you can track your physique changes as well. Now here's my client Habib, who was working long shifts at a pharmacy because he's a manager there, and his eating was all over the place. He wasn't getting in the required number of sleep hours. He wasn't training consistently as well. He was trying to do cardio almost every day, trying to shift the body fat, but nothing was working. Now fast forward 10 months, when we got him lifting, eating better, we dialed in with his routine as well. He's not only just dropped 15 kgs, but he's built muscle, he's looking stronger, he has a lot more drive, and now he moves like a different man. So if you're a skinny fat Asian who's tired of looking soft and feeling weak, then it's time you need to change that. Click the link below to know how we can help you build muscle, burn body fat and lead from the front without sacrificing your lifestyle and your traditional foods.